Welcome to the second presentation of Multimodeler software. In this presentation, we will explain how the user can import and export files to the software. The software accepts xlsx files and can also export or save the resulting workspace as an xlsx file. The simplest way of importing xlsx file, opening the file in the software, is from this button named Import Data from File. But before that, we need to verify the proper data type. The software can process undated data, time series data, or panel data. Undated data doesn't have a time dependence. Time series data has at least one column for date or time, and panel data has both date or time data as a column and also a panel variable as another column in the data. So let's try to, for example, change the data type from this combo box to undated data. When we select this, it will display an information saying undated data is selected. All columns of the xlsx file should be numeric. It means all the data except the title row of the xlsx file should be numeric data. If the user selects time series data, it will display the information saying time series data is selected. The first column in the xlsx file should be the date data, and all other columns should be numeric data. So the first column is expected to be the date data, and it can be a character string instead of being a numeric data. If the user selects panel data, it says panel data is selected. The first column in the file, xlsx file, should be date data. The second column will be panel variable, which can also be a character string other than being numeric data. But again, all other columns, it means the columns except the first and second columns, should be numeric data. So let's select time series data first and click the import data from file button, and as you can see, a file opening dialog opens when we click on that button. We have several example xlsx files here that you can also download from the software's website. And let's select time series data. Select it and open it, and the software reads the xlsx file and displays the information, the data regarding the xlsx file in this workspace, as you can see. It has a date column here, as you can see, another variable here, a series named CPI 2025 100, another time series data here, USD TRY, another time series data as in this column, and another time series data. And the software automatically generates a data index whenever the user opens any type of file that can be used in the plotting section of the software. So this is time series data. All columns except the first column of the file should be numeric, and these are all checked by the software. And since all data in these columns are numeric, there is no an error dialog. For example, let's try to open another data, an undated data, and click on the import data from file. It says all data will be lost if you open a new data. And let's click on the undated data xlsx file, and as you can see, there is no date column here, only all numeric columns, as you can see here. But when undated data is selected and the user incorrectly tries to open the time series data, which has the first column which is not numeric, just the date character string here, the software displays an error and says non-numeric value at row 1, column 2, import aborted. So it says that the xlsx file is not in proper format because we tried to open an undated data, but the first column was not numeric, so it issued an error and couldn't open the data. So let's open the time series data, for example, again here. See, we have opened the time series data properly. And after performing some modeling, some new columns, new series and new columns can be generated in the workspace, and the user can easily click on the Save Workspace to File button and save the workspace to an xlsx file, as you can see, and it automatically gives a name having the format workspace, the date and the time and the seconds here for the ease of the user. And when we click save, it saves the workspace to the Excel file. Let's see here, this is the, where is that? Here, this is the file, the workspace file we just saved. To a new xlsx file.